This week on TGC News, a multi-grip Hornady slings new ammo, a new can from Dead Air, a shotgun laser, and a binary trigger for AKs. Birchwood KC's selection of shooting products is astounding. Whether you're looking for the best targets to zero your gun, or maybe you want to refurbish a forgotten classic, or maybe you just want to slam some steel and have a good time at the range. And don't forget that ear and eye protection. No matter what kind of shooter you are, Birchwood KC has what you need. And because you watch TGC, they're going to help you out with a discount of 10% off your entire order when you use the code TGC10 over at birchwoodkc.com. Welcome back to another episode of TGC News, gun news you actually care about. My name is Jon Patton. In case you missed it, I am giving away an FN 509 Tactical with a whole bunch of stuff over on patreon.com. Link is in the description to check that out. Now, the news. Hornady has just released their annual new products for the next year thing. And as per usual, it's pretty stacked. First up is the 300 PRC cartridge. Two offerings there in match and precision hunter lines with 225 and 212 grain projectiles respectively. I'm excited about that round. They're claiming it's good out to and beyond a mile and also good for hunting applications. Time will tell on that, but I'm pumped. They've also expanded their 6.5 Creedmoor offerings with a 95 grain varmint load. There's also a 125 grain 300 blackout load in the Frontier line, which is their kind of value line. And if it's priced like the 5.56 that's out there right now, it should be a decent option. On top of that, there are two new loads for everybody's favorite 224 Valkyrie, 75 grain and 60 grain loads to be exact. I'll leave the Valkyrie hate for a different video. They've also introduced an entirely new line of ammo featuring their GMX bullets. They are water sealed and use nickel-plated brass, and it's called Outfitter ammunition. It's aimed at hunters that want deep penetration and peace of mind knowing their ammo will work every time. So basically, it's just like every other hunting ammo out there. There's also new 25 and 32 ACP offerings in the critical defense line. They use the same bullet type that all the others use, the FTX. I honestly don't know if anyone can make a better bullet for 32 ACP than Lehigh's Extreme Cavitator, but I'd love to see how these stack up against that. Hornady has also expanded their security line of products with a bunch of Me Too type products like cheap single handgun safes, a bunch of products to go inside your safe like dehumidifiers, hygrometers, blah, 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 blah. It's all the same stuff that everybody already offers. And keep your gear organized and dry, of course. In addition to all that, they've released a new case tumbler and case dryer for the reloaders out there. I think it's intriguing seeing Hornady essentially expanding their brand to offer similar products to the likes of Vista Outdoor, but under a single overarching brand, whereas Vista has about 100 different brands going for each area of interest. For me, I'm not only looking at the products, but I'm also watching the strategy of how and when things get released. I'm curious to know if you guys are interested in any of the new Hornady loads. Last year, I felt like we had a ton of new offerings that were super cool, but there are still some potential winners this year. So, with that in mind, what do you guys think? If you're on YouTube, also check out the poll. That'll be most likely over this shoulder. And don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know what you think. Our next story this week is about a product that hasn't hit the market yet. You guys know that I'm generally not a fan of crowdfunding, but this particular one is going to go on Indiegogo. It's called the Grip Armour, and it's made by a company called Blue Rock Armor. The owner emailed me about this, and I gotta be honest, I can't find a good reason for its existence. It's really strange looking. Essentially, what you have here is a two-piece grip system for an AR-15. It consists of the pistol grip portion, which replaces the trigger guard and grip on the lower, and then you have the forward portion, which seems to be a combination of a grip from a lawn trimmer and an angled foregrip for a rifle. Let's break down my thoughts because the owner was a nice guy and says he watches TGC, so I don't want to crap on it without any real substance here. Starting from the rear, I like the shape of the actual grip portion. But then you have the integrated trigger guard that kind of swoops up to meet the back of the mag well. You also have the finger guard portion below that. there is zero reason for that to be there. There's no reason to protect your fingers down there. It's not protecting your hands from anything. Moving forward, you have a portion that wraps around the front of the mag well and then kind of droops down into a grip hole thing that has a flat bottom for no apparent reason. Then you have this lump on the front that mimics an angled foregrip. I have no complaints about that. I actually think the grip angle on the front portion is smart because it's probably more natural and might allow you to pull downward and in a more natural way. However, the combination of all of these things together being slapped onto an AR-15 just doesn't make sense to me. In my quest to give this a fair shot, I went to the website and found the suggested pricing. Yep, I found it. The whole thing is $147, or you can buy the front or back half, if you didn't want both for whatever reason, for $73.50 each. There's just no way that I'm going to spend nearly $150 on this system when I have genuinely good options for grips and foregrips that combined cost less than half of this. Let me restate what I've said before when it comes to crowdfunding. It's a great platform to bring products to market that people really want. It is not and should not be treated as a way to fund your business. I feel bad when people that watch TGC bring ideas to me that just don't make sense, but at the same time, I have a duty to you all, including the idea providers, to be honest. Sound off below with your thoughts on this grip. I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. And it's time for some more rapid fire. First up, Dead Air has released a new 30 caliber can that falls into the lightweight but durable category. For a lot of guys, the desire for unstoppable durability is outweighed, wink wink, by the desire for a lightweight can. This one is no different. It's 14 ounces because it's made of a combo of stainless and titanium. It's rated up to 300 Win Mag, and it's made by a company that makes some of the best silencers in the game. I'm excited to see how this one stands up. MSRP on that is $916. Next up, Crimson Trace has announced a new laser for shotguns. It's called the LS250 Laser Saddle. I think the design overall on this thing is actually pretty slick. They've managed to get it tight to the receiver and kind of looks like original equipment. However, they are aiming this at people that bought the Mossberg Shockwave firearm and need some sort of aiming assistance. I suppose if you bought one of those and have an extra 169 credits for red or 219 for a green one, maybe this is your ticket. And last but not least this week is a new binary trigger from the people that brought you the non-rifled rifle from last year's SHOT Show. Franklin Armory has announced their binary trigger for AKs. It's exactly what you think it is. Just like the trigger for ARs, this one fires on the pull and then again on the release when you have the lever pointed to the correct position. I think binary triggers are a ton of fun, but with an MSRP of $500, that's basically as much as the rifle you're likely to put this in, yeah, no thanks. NeoMag offers a slick solution to discreetly carrying a spare magazine securely in your pocket. Available in small, medium, and large to hold anything from 380 to 10 mil. Also now available are the extended clip versions, which allow you to carry deeper in your pocket or carry your spare mag with an extension. Utilizing strong neodymium magnets, a steel backer, and titanium clips, these things are built to last. To get 10% off your order over at theneomag.com, use the code TGC2018. It's time for More Friendly Fire, the segment where I answer your questions from all over social media. Our question of the week prize pack this week is brought to you by Pew Pew Tactical. Be sure to click the link in the description to check them out. Our first question is from Facebook. Paul Gross wants to know if the 6.5 Grendel will become more mainstream. I think with the issues currently faced by the 224 Valkyrie, people will be looking elsewhere for proven AR-15 long-range performance, and the Grendel makes a lot of sense in that case. Instagram user So New For You says, What are your thoughts on the 460 Roland? I get asked about this cartridge every week. Somebody will ask me about it. It's a solution looking for a problem. If you want to sling 230 grain bullets at 1,300 feet per second, go get a 10 mil. I can appreciate the desire to have some sort of like Magnum 45 ACP, but the 10 mil fills all the same roles. Patreon supporter Ryan Render says, when at a gathering and being approached by an anti-gunner, how do you handle them? The reality is that it depends on how they approach, but typically I like to ask questions to understand the other person's point of view. In those scenarios, you are very unlikely to change someone's mind, so take it as an opportunity to understand your opposition. And if they ask for your stance, be nice and explain how you feel. If they get crazy about it, pop smoke and leave. It's that simple. And our question of the week and winner of the Pew Pew Tactical Prize Pack is YouTuber Ben501st. He says, what makes a gun fun for you? That's a fantastic question. That is really a good question. I like a gun that makes me want to shoot more. Something that's either stupid light on recoil or stupid quiet or maybe kicks me around a little bit. I also really like guns that are super accurate at all kinds of ranges. Also, if it's generally pointless, big, or stupid, I'll probably think it's a lot of fun. That's exactly why I own a Desert Eagle. Again, great question. Be sure to get me your info so I can get you that prize pack. My friendly fire question to you guys this week. The Mega Millions lottery jackpot is 1.6 billion. I think it's safe to say that any gun guy who won would buy every gun he ever wanted, but what I want to know is, what gun company would you buy if you won? And what would you do as your first order of business? This is going to be a lot of fun. And hey, if you want me to answer your friendly fire question right here on the show, send it to me over on theguncollective.com. That is it for this week's show, guys. If you disliked the video, hit that button. If you liked it, hit like, get subscribed, and consider supporting us via the links in the video description below. We have an Amazon affiliate store as well as a link to purchase cool shirts just like this one. Yay! And of course, links to find us all over your favorite social media platforms. And as always, thank you all for watching. We'll see you soon. I have no complaints about that kind of lump on the front. I don't really have any complaints about the lump on the front. Let me rewind. I want to rewind. I'm trying to ad-lib and keep it interesting, and it ain't working.
The shirts worn in today's video on The Gun Collective have been provided by Patriot Patch. Closed captions have also been brought to you by Patriot Patch Company. Be sure to click the link in the video description to check out all of their great products, including their cleaning mats.